All right, let's dive deep today. We're going to help you prep for that tennis coach interview.
Yeah,
We've got some awesome resources here from RoleCatcher.
absolutely.
A really detailed career guide,
Mm-hmm.
a full interview guide with sample questions.
Nice.
And get this, they even have AI tools to give you a leg up.
It's like having a secret weapon.
Totally.
Yeah.
Our mission today is to make sure you walk into that interview confident and ready to just crush it.
Yeah. Ace it.
Okay, so picture this. You're in the interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they hit you with, how did you first become interested in coaching tennis?
Ooh, classic.
Seems simple, but what are they really getting at here?
I think they're looking for passion,
Yeah.
that genuine spark when you talk about the game.
Uh-huh.
But more than that, about sharing your knowledge and inspiring others.
Yeah.
So think back, what really drew you to coaching? Was it a mentor, maybe?
Yeah.
The joy of seeing players improve, really tap into that enthusiasm.
So it's not just about listing your qualifications.
No, not at all.
It's about that love for the sport and wanting to pass it on.
Exactly.
And I bet they'll have follow-up questions, right?
For sure.
Like, what type of player do you most enjoy coaching?
Mm-hmm.
Or what's the most rewarding part for you?
Yeah, be ready for those.
Okay, so you aced that first one.
Nice.
Now they throw a curveball.
Oh, boy.
Describe a time you had to motivate a player who was struggling.
The motivation question.
This one feels tougher.
It is, but it's a chance to show empathy
Okay.
and how you connect with players on a deeper level.
Not just saying I'm a motivator.
Right. Have a specific story ready.
Like a player losing confidence, hitting a plateau.
Yeah, perfect.
How did you help them get back on track?
Exactly. Walk them through it.
Yeah.
The situation, the challenges, your strategies, and the positive outcome.
Show, don't tell.
Right on.
And, the RoleCatcher Career Guide, it talks about understanding different learning styles,
Oh, that's sorry.
adapting your methods, which we could weave in here.
Absolutely. So you could say something like, I noticed this player was very visual, so I started using more demonstrations and visual aids, which really helped them grasp the technique.
Yeah, thanks.
Tailoring your approach.
All right, let's move on to another question.
Okay.
How do you tailor your coaching approach to meet the needs of individual players?
That's a big one.
This seems to be at the heart of good coaching, right?
Absolutely. No two players are the same.
No.
They've got different strengths, weaknesses, goals, personalities.
Right.
The interviewer wants to see you can assess that and adjust.
So how do we answer this without being generic?
Well, think about the types of players you've worked with.
Okay.
Beginners who need a lot of encouragement.
Yeah.
Advanced players focused on refining technique.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even players with disabilities who need a specialized approach.
And RoleCatcher's interview guide mentions coaching juniors versus adults.
Oh, right.
Big differences there.
Definitely. Juniors might need more fun activities, right? To keep them engaged, while adults might be focused on specific goals
Okay.
or improving fitness.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you could say, when I work with juniors, I incorporate games and drills to make it fun. With adults, I focus more on setting goals and tailoring training to their needs and fitness levels.
Nice. Good example.
Be ready for those follow-ups, though.
Like what?
Like, how do you handle a player who's not responding to your coaching?
Ooh, tough one.
Or what's your approach to giving constructive feedback?
So it's about showing you can adapt and connect on a personal level.
Exactly.
Okay, let's tackle a tricky one now.
All right, hit me.
Describe a time you had to deal with a difficult player or parent.
Oh, that's a minefield.
Right. How do we even approach this?
Carefully.
Yeah.
Remember, they're not looking for gossip.
No.
It's about how you handle conflict professionally.
So we frame it positively.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Choose a situation you handled well.
Okay.
Focus on the steps you took to resolve it, communicate effectively, and find a solution that worked for everyone.
So maybe a player questioning your instructions.
Yeah.
Or a parent being overly critical.
Perfect example.
And we walk them through it. The strategies, the outcome.
That's it.
And here's where RoleCatcher's AI can be amazing.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Their platform lets you practice these tough questions.
Cool.
And you get feedback on your responses.
Like a virtual coach.
Exactly. So you can make sure you're coming across confident, professional, solution-oriented.
I love that.
Okay, let's keep going.
Right?
Next question. How do you stay up to date on the latest developments in tennis coaching and training techniques?
Staying current.
Right. This is about showing you're committed to learning and growing as a coach.
It is. The world of tennis is constantly evolving. New techniques, methods, technology.
How to keep up.
Yeah, they want to know you're not stuck in the past.
So how do we convince them we're lifelong learners?
Well, Talk about the resources you use.
Okay.
Coaching conferences, workshops, online courses, industry publications. Maybe you're part of professional organizations like the PTR or USPTA,
Good point.
or even have a mentor you connect with regularly.
So we're showing them we're actively seeking knowledge.
Yes, and applying it to your coaching.
This ties in with something from RoleCatcher's Career Guide.
Oh, yeah.
They emphasize certifications, like from the ITF, PTR, USPTA.
Huge boost to your credibility.
If you have them, mention them, right?
Absolutely.
If not, maybe express interest in pursuing them.
Smart.
Okay, next question. How do you assess the strengths and weaknesses of a player and create a training program to improve their game?
Sounds straightforward enough.
But can we make it stand out?
Oh, definitely. Think about the specific tools and methods you use.
Okay.
Video analysis,
Yeah.
system for tracking progress, fitness testing.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI can tailor your answer.
How so?
Let's say the job emphasizes player development.
Uh-huh.
You can highlight your experience with individualized plans.
Oh, I see.
You could say, I use a combination of on-court observation, video analysis, and player feedback to create personalized training plans that address each player's unique needs and goals.
Perfect. Showing your analytical skills.
Right, and your ability to create a roadmap for improvement.
Oh, love it.
Okay, ready for another?
Bring it on.
Describe a successful coaching experience that you are particularly proud of.
All right, time to shine.
This is your chance to showcase your accomplishments.
Yeah, but choose wisely.
What do you mean?
Don't just pick any win.
Okay.
Pick something that truly exemplifies your abilities and the positive impact you've had.
Maybe overcoming a major obstacle.
Yes.
Achieving a breakthrough.
Great example.
Or instilling a love for the game.
Perfect.
Paint a picture for them. The initial situation, the challenges, your strategies, the positive outcomes.
And let that passion shine through.
Yeah, show them why you love coaching and the difference you make.
That's the heart of it.
Okay, last one for now. How do you balance the demands of coaching with your personal life and responsibilities?
Work-life balance.
Coaching can be intense, right?
Yeah, long hours, weekends, travel.
They want to know you can handle it.
Exactly.
So how do we answer this without raising red flags?
Honesty is key.
Okay.
Be authentic. Talk about your strategies for maintaining balance.
Like what?
Scheduling personal time, setting boundaries, delegating tasks.
And RoleCatcher's Career Guide touches on this too.
Really?
They highlight time management, communication, self-care.
All so important.
So you could say, I make sure to schedule regular time for myself and my family, and I communicate clearly with my clients about my availability. I also prioritize self-care activities like exercise and spending time in nature to prevent burnout.
Excellent example.
Showing them you're self-aware, responsible, committed to a sustainable career.
Exactly.
So we've covered a lot.
We have.
Broke down those common interview questions, how to craft answers.
Yeah.
Even touched on insights from RoleCatcher.
Great resource.
But before we wrap up, I'm still curious about RoleCatcher's AI tools.
Oh, yeah. Those are amazing.
You mentioned them earlier. How can they help with interview prep?
Well, one of the coolest features is their interview simulator.
Oh, tell me more.
It lets you practice answering questions in a realistic setting.
So like a mock interview, but with AI feedback.
Exactly. It analyzes your responses in real time, gives feedback on content, delivery, even body language.
Wow.
It can even suggest stronger phrasing or point out areas where you could be clearer.
That's incredible, especially for people who get nervous.
Right. It's like having a personal coach in your pocket.
And they have a resume tailoring tool too.
Yes. It uses AI to analyze job descriptions.
Cool.
And it identifies the key skills and keywords employers want.
That's so helpful.
It then helps you optimize your resume to highlight the most relevant experience.
In today's job market, that's crucial.
Totally. It takes the guesswork out of resume writing.
So RoleCatcher doesn't just give you guides. They give you these powerful AI tools to personalize your prep
They really do.
and help you stand out from the crowd.
It's a game changer.
So anyone feeling intimidated by that interview,
Don't worry.
take a deep breath.
You got this.
RoleCatcher has your back.
With their resources and AI tools, you'll be serving up those winning answers in no time.
They've got you covered from start to finish.
Absolutely. So you want to show them you're not just keeping up, but that you're actively seeking out new knowledge and finding ways to, incorporate it into your coaching.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like you're on top of your game.
Totally. And this actually reminds me of something we saw in RoleCatcher's Career Guide.
Oh, yeah.
They really emphasize the importance of certifications.
right.
like the ones offered by the ITF, PTR, and USPTA.
Yeah, those certifications are huge.
Yeah.
They show you're committed to professional standards,
Mm-hmm.
really boosts your credibility as a coach.
For sure. So if you have any, definitely mention them.
Oh, absolutely.
But if not, you could always say that you're interested in pursuing certification in the future.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, let's tackle another question.
Okay, shoot.
How do you assess the strengths and weaknesses of a player and create a training program to improve their game? Seems pretty straightforward. But is there a way to make our answer a little more interesting?
Yeah, definitely. I think you want to think about the specific tools and methods you use, to really make it stand out.
Okay.
Do you use video analysis? Do you have a system for tracking player progress?
Yeah.
Do you incorporate any fitness testing?
And I love how RoleCatcher's AI can actually help you tailor your responses for specific job roles.
Oh, that's right.
So, for example, if you're applying for a position that really emphasizes player development, you can highlight your experience with creating individualized training plans.
Yeah, totally. You could say something like, I use a combination of on-court observation, video analysis, and player feedback to create personalized training plans that address each player's unique needs and goals.
That's a good one.
Yeah, shows you're thinking about the individual.
Okay, ready for another question?
Hit me.
This one is all about highlighting your accomplishments. Can you describe a successful coaching experience that you are particularly proud of?
Ooh, I like this one.
This is your chance to shine.
It is, but choose your story carefully.
Okay, what do you mean?
Don't just pick any random win, you know?
Right.
Pick an experience that really shows off your coaching abilities and the positive impact you've had on a player or a team.
So maybe talk about a time when you helped a player overcome a major obstacle.
Yes.
Or maybe they achieved a significant breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even just developed a love for the game.
Exactly. And really paint a picture for the interviewer, Describe the initial situation, the challenges, the specific strategies you used, and then the positive outcomes.
And don't be afraid to let your passion show through.
Oh, absolutely. This
Yeah.
is your chance to show them why you love coaching and the difference you can make.
Love it. Okay, one last question to tackle for this section.
Okay, let's hear it.
How do you balance the demands of coaching with your personal life and responsibilities?
Ah, yes, the work-life balance question.
Because coaching can be demanding, right?
Yeah. It can involve long hours, weekend work, and travel.
Yeah?
So they want to know that you can handle all of those demands.
So how do we answer honestly without, raising any red flags?
I think you just got to be authentic.
Okay.
Talk about the strategies you use to maintain a healthy work-life balance.
Like what kinds of strategies?
Maybe you have a system for scheduling personal time or setting boundaries or even delegating tasks.
Yeah. And RoleCatcher's Career Guide actually offers some great insights on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they highlight the importance of things like time management, clear communication, and self-care for coaches.
So important.
Yeah, you could say something like, I make sure to schedule regular time for myself and my family, and I communicate clearly with my clients about my availability. I also prioritize self-care activities like exercise and spending time in nature to prevent burnout.
I love that. It shows you're responsible and committed to a sustainable career in coaching,
Exactly.
which is what they want to hear.
So we've covered a lot of ground here today.
We have.
We've broken down those common interview questions, talked about how to craft compelling answers,
Yep.
and even touched on some valuable insights from RoleCatcher.
A fantastic resource.
But before we wrap up, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier about RoleCatcher's AI tools.
Oh, yeah. Those are game changers.
I'm still curious about how they can help with interview prep.
Well, one of the coolest features is their interview simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
It lets you practice answering common interview questions in a realistic setting.
So it's like having a mock interview, but with AI feedback.
Exactly. Their AI analyzes your responses in real time, provides feedback on your content, delivery, even your body language.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's amazing. It can even suggest stronger phrasing or point out areas where you could improve your clarity or conciseness.
That's incredibly helpful, especially for people who get nervous in interview situations.
Right. Having that feedback can really boost your confidence and help you identify areas where you might need to practice more.
For sure. And they also have a resume tailoring tool, right?
Yes. It uses AI to analyze job descriptions and identify the key skills and keywords that employers are looking for.
That's so smart.
And then it helps you optimize your resume to ensure you're highlighting the most relevant experience and qualifications.
That's a game changer in today's job market.
Absolutely. It takes the guesswork out of resume writing and helps you present yourself in the best possible light.
So not only does RoleCatcher provide you with comprehensive career and interview guides, but they also give you these powerful AI tools to help you personalize your preparation and really nail that interview.
Yeah, they've got you covered from start to finish.
Okay, so for anyone out there feeling a little intimidated by that upcoming tennis coach interview, take a deep breath.
You got this.
Remember, RoleCatcher has got your back.
With their resources and AI tools, you'll be well on your way to serving up some winning answers.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the content of your answers,
Yeah.
but now I think we need to talk about delivery.
Oh, yeah. How you present yourself is just as important.
Exactly. So let's dive into that. How do we really make those answers shine?
Well, first and foremost, be yourself. Authenticity is key.
Right.
Let that passion for tennis and coaching shine through.
And don't forget to smile.
Oh, yeah. A genuine smile can make a huge difference.
It really can.
Yeah.
It shows you're approachable, enthusiastic.
Someone they'd want to work with.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know some people get nervous in interviews.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They start speaking too fast or stumble over their words.
Happens to the best of us.
Any tips for staying calm and collected?
Practice, practice, practice. The more you rehearse, the more confident you'll feel.
Okay.
And remember to breathe. Take a deep breath before you start.
Yeah, good reminder.
It really helps calm the nerves.
And this is another area where RoleCatcher's AI can be super helpful.
Oh, right. How so?
Their interview simulator analyzes your pacing and delivery and gives you feedback
Oh, wow.
on how to sound more confident and natural.
That's amazing. It's like having a speech coach right there with you.
Totally. Okay, we've talked about authenticity, smiling, pacing.
Mm-hmm.
What about body language? Any tip there?
Definitely make eye contact with the interviewer. It shows you're engaged and listening.
Okay.
And good posture, sit up straight, lean in slightly. It conveys interest and confidence.
And try to avoid fidgeting.
Yeah, we all have our nervous habits.
I know I do.
But just being aware of them can help you control them.
Great advice.
Hmm.
Now, one last thing. What if you get stumped by a question?
It happens. Don't panic.
Okay.
It's perfectly fine to pause for a moment and gather your thoughts.
Yeah,
You could even say something like, "That's a great question. Let me think about that for a second."
that's a good one. And if you're totally blanking,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to redirect the conversation to something you are comfortable talking about.
Oh, that's smart.
You could say, that reminds me of a time when, and share a relevant story.
I love that. It keeps the conversation flowing.
So we've covered a lot in this deep dive into tennis coach interview prep.
We have.
From the key questions and how to approach them
Mm.
to refining your delivery and making a great impression.
And don't forget about RoleCatcher.
Right.
Their resources and AI tools can really take your preparation to the next level.
They can help you tailor your answers, get feedback, and really stand out.
They're an invaluable resource for any aspiring coach.
So to all you future tennis coaches out there, go ace that interview.
We're rooting for you.